Mm. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Last day of August. 2020 will be over with before you know it. Yeah. It's probably been a long year for a lot of folks. It's all the same to me. But yeah, last day of August. September's on the way. Let's see who we got hanging out with us. Looks like we got a few folks over there this morning. Man, don't you guys have jobs or something? Jeez. All right, let's see who we got here. We got LB Sharp in Geronimo, Oklahoma. Good morning, LB. Larry Galt. Good morning. Last day of August. Yes, it is. Steve in Toronto. Good morning, all from Biloxi, Mississippi. I guess Mississippi. Yeah, I think so. 79 going to 90. Thunderstorms. Yeah, we're going to have. I don't know about thunderstorms, but we're going to have lots of rain today, I think. Or some kind of rain. I don't know. It's gloomy looking. But, it's Monday, so. Troy Pritchard's in the house. How you doing, Troy? Happy Monday to you, sir. Jesse's in the house. How you doing, Jesse? Good to see you. Big D's in the house. How you doing, Dave? Paul Stewart says good morning. Good morning to you, Paul. Earl Walker, 55 going to 76. Fences up. Have a great day. All right. Good deal. Tim DeLine is here. Good morning, Tim. How are you? Mike Reynolds. Good morning. Happy Monday. Leo Steger. Good Monday morning. 60 degrees at 5, headed to 80 this afternoon in central Ohio. All right. Steve Gronsky's here. Let's see if he's going to play golf today. Nothing about golf. Let's see. 78 headed to 91. That's probably too hot for golf anyway. Doug Sis says, morning all. Steel studs on the menu today. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Steel studs. Have an awesome day, Doug. You and the Area 31 crew. I think it was 31, wasn't it? I hope I said that right. I think it's Area 31, he said. Kevin Els is watching this morning. How you doing, Kevin? Good morning to you, or afternoon it may be now over in South Africa. Wild Bill Larson's here. Good morning, Bill. Let's see. Who else we got? Gary Hammett, Wood Creations. Good morning, sir. There's Carol. Happy Monday, Dave, and everyone. Good morning, Carol. How you doing? Janet Moore's in the house. Thank you, Janet. Good to see you. Dave Mack. Morning walk in progress. Nice morning so far. All right, watch out for the bears. Watch out for them bears. Bart Bixel says, hello, peeps. How you doing, Bart? Let's see, what else we got here? Doc Whitaker's in the house. We got a whole bunch of folks over here this morning. Good morning from mild and sunny Indiana. Yep. Let's see here. Tim says, is that my long 2020? Yeah, that's my salute to 2020. Wilson Rubottom's here. How you doing, Wilson? Hey, look who's here. Jim Jones says, holy cow, made it to the show. Good to see you, Jim. Hadn't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well, and hope the block making thing is, I hope it's just going gangbusters, man. Hope it is. Let's see here. Did I miss anybody? Janet says, sounds like a good name for a biker gang, Steel Studs. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, I'm surprised it's still working. I've got a camera that's going bad. I think that's what it is. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. One of my security cameras out there, out back, when I look at my little monitor over here, every time it switches, my thing is set to show a different camera every 5 seconds. And when it gets to, let's see, I think it's camera 4, which is showing out the back, it gets dark, almost all the way black, and then starts going back light. So, and it's just like it's pulsing like that. So, I think that little cheap camera is probably going to bite the dust. But I got another one around here somewhere. I bought some extra ones, and they're a little better quality than the ones that came with that little cheap unit I got. But so I'll have to swap that out. Probably won't do it today. It's gonna be rainy. I got stuff to do inside today. Going to be showing, for you CNC folks out there, I've done the, I said when I did that first live from out there in the garage that I was going to make up another one of those boards and try to show folks some basic wiring and stuff like that. Nothing real fancy, but I've got all that done. But I'm going to add some probably a touch plate thing and some limit switches, because I know somebody will probably ask me about that if I don't do it. So I'll put them on there too. Yeah, Doug says, must not have any split face today. Jones is in the house. Yeah, he's not around when he hangs pretty close to that split face stuff. I think he's pretty fond of it. Jim says he's just hard to keep his focus, keep thinking of retirement at the end of December. How many days, Jim? You got it? You got the days counted? He probably does. I would have. Bill says, I know what those videos have done for me. I'm not sure what he means by that. But anyhow, Jim said that would be too depressing. Oh, good. I got a telemarketer calling. Oop, they're gone. My high app. If you don't like pesky telemarketer or spammer calls or stuff like that, get you the high app. HIYA. It works fantastic. There's no telling how many, my phone, I guess whatever the thing is on your phone, you can add what do they call it? You add a number. It's like a block list, but I don't think they call it a block list. They call it something else, I think. But anyway, you add a number. And I did that one, and then it got to the point where I guess you can only add so many and it gets full. So it wouldn't let me add anymore. And then I think it was Javi told me about that High app. And there's a paid version and a free version. I just used the free version. But it works fantastic. Once they call, and you determine that and my rule is simple. When this phone rings, I'll glance down. And if it's a phone number, then I know I don't know them, because everybody that's worth anything that I want to talk to, they will be in my phone. So it'll pop up and say, Joe Blow's calling or whatever. So anytime I look down and I see it's just a number, I know it's nobody I want to talk to. So I never answer the phone. A lot of times I don't answer it anyway because I leave the ringer off so much I forget to turn it back on. So I miss a lot of calls. But anyway, my rule's real simple. When they call, if they don't leave a message, or if they do leave a message and I can tell it's some robot call or, wanting to check on my car warranty or just all kinds of stupid stuff, I just, once they're done, I delete the message if they left one. And even if they didn't leave one, and I'm thinking, well, they didn't leave a message, so it must be one of those folks that it's going to get on my block list. So I put them on the block list for Hyatt because, like I said, my other one's full. It won't let me put any more on there. And I don't know how many they'll let you put on, but I've been doing it for forever. I add probably 4 or 5 numbers every day. It's just crazy. Just crazy. So, Dave Max said, when I retired, I did a countdown starting in June. Okay. Hey, there's Clyde Labonte. Well, you know what? It's Clyde Labonte CNC, not just Clyde Labonte. How long has that been on there? Did I just now notice that, Clyde? Sometimes I'm a little slow. Yeah. Carol says, what's your plans today? Well, I just told you. I'm going to be messing around with that demo thing. I got to dig up. I think I got one of those little touch plates around here somewhere. Oh, and I got an e-stop sitting up there, so I'll do that, a touch plate, and some limit switches. And then I'll probably just use my my voltmeter to show the outputs because I don't really have anything to hook up to that. But Janet says, was that Rocky rolling in the grass on that pic you posted today? Yes, it was. It's one I took the other day. I really need to, and I don't know if I can do it now because it looks like it's about to rain, but I really need to take my camera out there and set it up on the tripod and just turn it on and then come back in and let them out and watch, record what they do because they're just crazy. Jack is goofy. He's got this. He's Chewy. He's got this big thing in here. But a lot of times when we go out front, we got to go to the mailbox and stuff like that. He runs and he grabs this to take it with him outside, but then he doesn't want to do anything with it. He'll sit there the whole time, hold this in his mouth. So, he just brought that to me a while ago, right when I got ready to go live, telling me he wanted to play Chewy. So, anyway, but yeah, Rocky's he's got, like I said, he's got real funny lately because he's always done that. He's always gone out there but I don't really know what he's doing, but he does it more than he used to. And he'll go out there, and there's a spot I have out there. It's not much of a hill, but I have a spot where there's a sinkhole where they buried stumps and stuff, and now they rotted and the ground is sunk. So I've got a spot, and it's real hard to mow because it's like a big depression in the ground that's probably, I don't know, a couple of feet or so. But he'll get right at the edge of that and get on his back, roll, and then he'll roll down into the sinkhole part. It's just funny looking. But yeah, that's my big rock. You can tell him, Janet, because well, one, he's brown instead of uh, black like big boy here, and but also Rocky has quite a bit of white on his chest. If you'll look at that picture, you'll see he's got quite a bit of white. So he's Rocky, from what they told me when I adopted him, or he adopted me, I should say, he's a chocolate lab boxer mix. Um, and so he's got quite a bit of white on his chest. He's got a little bit on each one of his feet too. Jack, on the other hand, is I'm not sure what he is, black lab and part elephant or something, but he's got just a little tiny patch of white on his chest. You don't really notice it. He's pretty much all black. So let's see. Chance not used to seeing their undersides. Yeah, yeah. Now Jack, I he doesn't. He's funny because you don't see him. Well, once in a while you do, but like Rocky will do that rolling around. I mean, and he just walks up and sniffs, finds a spot, and it's just like he just flops over, like somebody pushed him over. That's the way he does it, and then he does that wiggling around and stuff. Jack will do that outside once in a while, but he likes to do that in the house, right at the foot of my recliner. He'll come up there and lay down and roll over, and then he'll stay like that. You know, he'll fall asleep and have his feet sticking up in the air and be snoring. So, funny dogs. But I wouldn't have it any other way. There. Help me keep what little bit of sanity I have left. Doug's already counting his days. 638. Geez, guys, you got a long way to go. There's a lot of steel studs in between now and 638 days. Just saying. Wanting a belly rub, perhaps. Yeah. Probably. Although I don't get down that low to. I put my foot on him, maybe. Scratch him with my boot. Dave Clement says, I sent you pic of my stenciled countertop. Turned out pretty good. Now I just need to finish the other three. Yeah, I think it just came in here. Let me look and see. Let's look and see. Dave's live on the coffee sessions. I got that email. Let's see what this looks like. Ooh. All right, let's see. There's his stencils, I guess. Detroit Lions, Detroit Tigers logo. What's that? Detroit Red Wings, I think. Michigan State. What's the yellow one up there? I don't know what that one is. Yeah, looks good, Dave. And that's on concrete countertop. So, looks pretty good. Although I'm not a fan of Michigan teams, you should know that. But yeah, it looks okay. Oh, look at here. Carol's showing off. She says, I went to the casino last night and won a jackpot on the first machine I sat down at. Could be. D could be for Danville. I don't think so, Janet. That's not the D I remember. I still have one of those, the letter thing you used to get to put on your sweater or jacket or whatever. I never did put it on anything, but I got one of those. But doesn't look like that. Yeah, that coffee, is it just me or that coffee pot doesn't look very big? It looks like one of those smaller ones. I like the color combination on the drawers and the black. I guess I should show it again, shouldn't I? The black and the red. I kind of like that. It's the yellow one, Iowa. Well, that's what I was thinking, but it kind of doesn't fit with all the other Michigan stuff. Unless it's, oh, okay, here we go. Columbia Central High School. I got you. Okay. I got you. All right, Doc says he still got his leather jacket. Yeah. I never did get a jacket, so my letter's just in a box out there. I never did put it on anything. All local teams is what he says. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and that's a small 12 cup pot for now. Oh, well, 12 cup, I think that's what I got. Well, I say it's a 12 cup because on the little scale on the side of the, what do they call that? The carafe or whatever, the glass pot, it has things up to 12. But you can't get, you get 12 shot glasses full, maybe. It's not, I don't think I could get 12 of even this size. This is the small one. And you sure can't get 12 out of the big one. I don't know what they call a cup. Not my kind of cup. Yeah. So, and my grass is starting to look pretty good out there too. I'm really happy that we've had all this rain. Okay, Carol says 12 cups for 2.5 cups to drink. Yeah, something like that. Tim says, OMG, I just got it. That's a finger on your shirt. Well, it's 2020. My gosh. You'd think the dogs are so much fun. I tell you, nobody's going to sneak up on me. They're barking at the little gal across the street that came out. It's 100 yards away. She came out to get in her car, and they're like, oh, yeah. Nobody's going to sneak up on me. Hey, I had company last week. Did I tell you all about my company? I guess I didn't. I had, of course, the dogs let me know. They got to bark and raising Cain. And so I looked outside, and there was a Charter Spectrum truck with the cherry picker. He was stopped right out here at the cul-de-sac, right beside the pole that's on the edge of my yard that comes in and brings my internet. And he was, and at first I thought, well, the guy across the street, he's fairly new. He's been there maybe a month or so. I'm thinking, well, maybe he's getting cable installed or whatever. But anyway, he sat in the truck for like the longest time, and then he finally got out, got in the bucket, and went up. And I thought, well, I'm going to be nosy, so I'm going to go out there and act like I'm checking my mailbox or something, and then I'll see if I can find out what he's doing. So I walk out there, and he looks down at me, and I said, yeah. I said, are you making my internet faster? And he says, no, we don't. He says, we don't do that. He says, I'm checking for noise. I'm like, well, okay. I don't know what that means, but anyhow, apparently, and I'm not a cable guy, but apparently there's some kind of noise that gets in the line from, if you've got like a bad connection or something, and it can get so bad that it will affect other people. So anyway, so he gets done and he comes down, then he comes to the door, and he says, man, he says, there's a lot of noise on that line. He goes, he says, I'm not really wanting to cut it off. And I'm like, as soon as he said that, I'm like, what do you mean cut it off? I said, my internet works fine. But I guess if I hadn't have been here, he probably would have turned it off or cut, undid it or whatever, so that I didn't have internet. And then when I come home and find out I don't have internet, I would have called him. I guess that's how they normally do it. But since I was here, he was telling me about the noise. He wanted to know if he could check mine comes down off the pole, and then there's a connection right near the bottom of the pole, and then my line is buried underground, and then it comes back up beside the house where they got a little box, and then there's another little connection, and then it runs from there around the back of the house. They poked it through the crawl space, and then it comes right up over here in this corner. They drilled a hole in my floor, and it comes right up through the floor and goes right there to the modem. So anyway, so the guy checks the box, and he said, yeah, there's a lot of noise on that line. And I'm like, I don't get it. I says, how can what's going on here affect, because he was acting like it was a big area all the way down to Huddle House, which is a couple miles down the road there. And he says, yeah, he says, well, he goes, it's not that bad, so I'll leave you on. He says, but I'm going to have to send the field tech out here. Because I asked him, I said, would you want to come in and check the modem? He goes, no, I can't do that. I'm an outside guy. You need a field tech to do that. So anyway, so I said, well, okay. And he said, that's what he does all day long. Go up and down in that bucket, looking for noise, and then reports it, or we'll turn it off. If it's bad and people aren't home, they'll just turn it off, and then they don't have internet. Jen says, good thing you're nosy. Yeah. So anyway, so the next day, well, let me back up. So later that day, I got a call. And this one, the only reason I answered is because it said Spectrum Mobile. So I figured, it was one of those guys. And it was some lady, and she says, yeah, we want to make an appointment with you to come fix your internet. And I might have made her mad because I said, well, there's nothing wrong with my internet. It works fine. Because it does. It worked fine. I didn't hear any noise. And she said, well, we need to come out there and check your stuff. I'm like, yeah, okay. I said, I work from home, so I'm here all the time. Come whenever you want. So anyway, this really nice older gentleman showed up in the van, on Friday. And he started out at the pole. Actually, I did the same thing with him. He come up and knocked on the door. He said, "Yeah, I'm here to fix your internet." He said, "I hear you're having a problem." I go, "No, there's nothing wrong with my internet. It works fine. You guys say there's something wrong with it." So anyway, so he goes out to the pole. He disconnects it, cuts that connector off, puts a brand new connector on. And then he gets his little meter out. I don't know what it is, some kind of little scanner type thing. And still saw some noise. So then he goes to the box at the side of the house, does the same thing, cuts that off, puts a new one on, checks it, still some noise. So then he comes in here to the modem. And fortunately, he was a dog person. So, Jack and Rocky were all over him trying to see what he had in his little tool bag. But anyway, he comes in here, undoes this, cuts the connector off, puts a new one on, goes back out. He goes, "There you go." He goes, "You apparently had a bad connector on this modem." It didn't look bad to me. I don't know what the deal was, unless it was just old or something. I don't know. But anyhow, all is well, no noise. And then he goes, "Well, you probably got faster internet too." So I had done a one of those speed check things, and my download speed was 91.4 and my upload was 10.5. And then when I ran the thing while he was here, it was barely, not even a full point higher. So it's like, yeah, couldn't have been that much noise or whatever. But anyway, that was my company from last week. So it's pretty exciting that anybody comes by here at all. So, and I heard my bell go off a while ago, so I'm burning daylight here, folks. We got to get out of here and get going. So everybody have an awesome Monday. Mondays usually are pretty awesome, I think. Nah, not really, but they're as good as any other day. So let's see. Today was, where is it? Oh, there it is. Today was 235. Come back tomorrow for Tuesdays. We'll see if we can make it to 236. And everybody have a good one. Be safe. Be kind.